to prepare your child for secondary school. Yes, you heard me. Secondary school. I don't even want to talk about university now because a lot of you send your children to university apart from paying school fees. That's if you pay the school fees. Apart from paying school fees, right? You send your children off without preparing some sort of giving them some sort of life skill, preparing them for university life. Yeah, I see it. So you see 17, 18-year-olds and you feel like they know it. No, they have no clue. So let's leave those ones. I will get back to that one. That will be a different topic in itself. But how do you prepare your child for secondary school? I see secondary school as lion's den. Now, you heard what I just said. Now, I'm calling it lion's den because many of you don't know. It doesn't matter the country you find yourself. I work with a lot of young people, a lot of preteens and teens, culturally diverse. And I know what I have seen with these young people. And so when you think that everybody else is as naive as your child, and it doesn't matter, oh, my child is going to be okay. Oh, my goodness. You're just pushing your child to the den without preparing them and teaching them what to do when they get to the den. Now, the first thing is confidence. Your child needs to start learning you need to start helping them build self-confidence. There's a lot of self-doubt. There's a lot of bullying about self-image. We face it even online. Even as adults, people still body shame us. How much more secondary school? It is there. Bullying is real. If your child goes through secondary school and nobody bullies them, you better go to church and give testimony, because this thing I'm saying, I know what I'm saying. Your child is going to be bullied at some point, and part of that bully might just be based on their body image. So you need to be teaching your child confidence, they should have some level of self-confidence. The second thing, your child needs to learn survival skill. That's self-defense. Because saying when someone looks for your trouble, walk away, you get to a situation where your child is in a very tight corner. And if they don't know how to walk away from that tight corner, it becomes an issue for them. So your child should pick up, teach them. This one is a must. Self-defense. Mothers, fathers. I know most of you will come here as usual and plead the blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus is good, but you know what would help you? If you start prepping your child. Prep your child. Secondary school is a rough. It's not the secondary school we knew years ago. Even years ago, secondary school wasn't even pure. The third thing is teaching your children how to spot red flags. Red flags can be among friends, peers, teachers. They need to be able to spot red flags. They need to be able to know what an abuse is. But sexually, physically, and otherwise, they need to know what an abuse is. And they need to know exactly how to draw the line, when to draw the line. Boundaries. Body boundaries, any sort of boundaries. Your child should know it. The fourth thing, I don't know if it's the third or the fourth. Now, the next thing is, apart from self-defense, your child should be able to communicate. Communication is not just talking. They should be able to communicate. They should know what to say when someone says certain things. They should know how to act. Feed your children the right words. Because you think all these, you saying to your child, I love you, I love you, I love you, you're beautiful, you're that. Your child is taking it seriously. It's nice. They love to hear it. They love the positive things. But it takes one person to tell them one negative thing, and every positive thing you've said to your child is thrown out. The next one, if you're giving your child a phone, this is the woke generation where parents just feel my child must have a phone because they're in secondary school. It's your choice. It's your choice. I'm not going to say don't do it. But if you're going to give your child a phone, you must have a way of tracking that phone, monitoring that phone, and knowing what that child is doing with that phone. Your child is not an adult until they get to 18. So as long as you give your child a phone, you should be able to monitor the phone, what they do in it. You should also know who your child's friends are, or who your child's friend is, and who doesn't sit well with your child. That's communicating with your child often. Who is it that don't like you? Who is it that is bullying you? You need to have that conversation with them, because Their friends might actually influence them. So you need to pry, not judging, but pry. I want to know who my daughter's friends are, not because I want to decide who her friends are, but I just want to know what I'm up against. Because not every parent is raising their children the same way. Not every parent is as deliberate as you are. Not every parent is as carefree as you are. Like, we have diverse parents and diverse children everywhere. So I want to know. I want to know who my child's friend is. I want to know what the girl is saying or what the boy is saying. I want to know. I want to know, because I want to know what I'm up against. I might not necessarily tell my child that person shouldn't be your friend or that person should be your friend. I might not necessarily say it. I might say it. I might not say it. But I want to know what I'm up against, because the things that they talk about, they have. You see why I said this thing has to start early? Because if you don't have connection with your children, where your children tell you things, how are they going to tell you the tough things? Some of you don't like even hearing the little things they have to say. So now when it comes to the big things, they struggle to talk about it. The last one I want to say, now it's not complete, maybe I'll have a part two. Teach your children about sex education. Yes, I've said it again. Your parents didn't teach you. Teach your children. Teach your children. If you like this video, please share. If you need help, I'm here. Have a good day.